Everyone, Coach Mark here. This week, I want to talk about a word that most people cringe when they hear. A lot of people don't want to talk about this subject, but this week I'm going to talk about this 9-letter word. Now, what is this word? It is sacrifice. Yes, that's right. I said it, sacrifice. Here's the thing. In order to go to the next level, you have to be willing to sacrifice. Most people don't want to hear this. One of the things that separates people that are truly successful from people that are unsuccessful is that successful people are willing to do the things that unsuccessful people aren't. They're willing to sacrifice their time. They're willing to sacrifice whatever it is to get to the next level. Now, what are some of the things that you're going to have to sacrifice? Like I said, your time, successful people don't believe in a 40-hour work week. They're not going to sit here and say, you know what, I'm only supposed to work from 9 to 5 and that's it. I'm not working a minute past that. Unsuccessful people, if their schedule is from 9 to 5, at 4:55, they're packing up their things, they're ready to hit it. To go home to do what? Nothing. Probably just watch TV or jump on social media. Unsuccessful people, that's just how they live. Successful people realize that they have to put the work in, so they're willing to work 12, 14, 16 hours a day. They don't believe in just working Monday to Friday. Now, maybe you have a job and you work Monday to Friday, and that's fine. But successful people, even if they have a job, they're going to be working on the weekends. They're going to be sacrificing that time. They don't have time to just waste idling, doing other things or whatever. They are going to put that work in because they know that the work that they put in now is going to pay off in the future. Like I said, they are willing to do the things that unsuccessful people aren't willing to do, and that's how they will make it to the next level. You have to be willing to sacrifice. In my power and a half hour call this week, I talked about a Vietnamese family that came to America, and for 10 years, this man was buying buying Goodwill clothes, wearing clothes from Goodwill, buying clothes and furniture for Goodwill. But guess what? That sacrifice paid off for him because at the end, he came to America. Him and his family came to America with absolutely nothing. With absolutely nothing. It was 9 of them that sacrificed and lived in a 2-bedroom apartment for years. And they all sacrificed. Every single one of the family members sacrificed, and they pulled their money together until they had enough to buy a business. And then they turned that business that they bought for $40,000 into a business that generates over $100 million a year. And let me tell you, they didn't get to that level by every single week, all the money that came in, just splitting it up and everyone going off and doing their own thing. They got to that level because everyone said, you know what? We want to achieve a big dream. We're going to take all the money that we make, put it together, and just continue to save that money over and over and over again. We will not do all the things that everybody else is doing. Everybody else is going on vacations, spending money, buying out food all the time, spending money entertaining themselves. We're not going to do that. For the next couple years, we are just going to take every single dollar that we make and pile it together, and then use that money and invest it in something so that, you know what, we may not enjoy life to the fullest for the next year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but after that, we'll be able to do anything that we want to do. And now that family has a business that's making over $100 million a year. This is a family that came to America with absolutely nothing. And the reason why they're at the level that they're at right now is because they were willing to sacrifice. Like I said, most people just aren't willing to sacrifice. So they'll never ever have they'll never ever achieve the dreams that they want to achieve because you have to be willing to give up something. You got to be willing to give up if you want to go up. So I just wanted to that had been on my mind heavily, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Don't be afraid to sacrifice. Yes, you may have some friends that have some things now, and it may not be fun to sacrifice in the beginning, but in the long run, it will always pay off. So remember, one of my favorite quotes is pay now, play later, or play now and pay later. I'd rather pay now and have the rest of my life to do exactly whatever it is that I want to do. Just comes down to sacrifice. All right. Hope you guys got something from this. See you next week.